G'day, Steve Morgan, Australian Bass Tournaments. I have the champion non-boater from the atomic round of the 13Fishing Bass Pro Series. We are at Coracai on the Richmond River. That's the river, and that is Coracai's magnificent Golden Sands beach there, mate. How much mud's on that thing?
Yeah, she's covered in mud. My feet are brown.
Chris, did you ever think coming to this tournament you'd be sitting here doing an interview with me to explain how you won the non-boater division?
No, not at all. When I come around to these things, it's to learn and have a bit of fun, and to come away with wins, awesome.
So what you get for the win in the non-boater, you qualify instantly for the grand final. You get a big pack of Rapala tackle, including a 13Fishing rod and reel. And this event, because you wore your atomic cap, you got an extra $500 cash from the guys at Atomic. So it's pretty good booty for this event, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm stoked on it. The trophy's obviously the pinnacle there, but all the other stuff that goes along with it's awesome.
You travel around with Dane Price's crew, and it seems like most of you got trophies. Everyone involved in that crew seems to have their moment in the sun.
Yeah, old Dane's proteges. Really good. He's taught me pretty much everything I know about bass fishing, so pat on the back to him.
Well, we made the joke before that Dane's really good at training up people to catch more fish than him.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
You've got to strike while the iron's hot, mate, because we know Dane catches them, so it mightn't be long until he's on them again.
Yeah, that's right. But it's a jig bite. Not too many people get past him.
No, not indeed. Now, take us through your 2 days on the water. Typically, non-boaters, you have 2 different boaters, so you might end up having to do different things. Take us through your experience on the Richmond River.
Yeah, so yesterday I was in the boat with Glenn Bailey. Went for a run down to the sugar mill, I think it is. The corner there. What's that called?
Is it Swan Bay?
That's it, yep, Swan Bay. Up to a little honey hole he had in the back there. We pulled into that and you could hear the bass boofing on this log at the back, and it was one of the craziest bass fishing sessions I've ever had. It was like tuna fishing, just threw anything and everything you had tied on. You'd snap one off, you just pick up the next rod, throw it in there, getting hammered. We're boat flipping 40-centimetre bass and just having a ball, laughing and giggling and screaming. It was good.
That's awesome. So that session, did it last all day or did it just last for the morning, and how many fish did you pull in then?
No, it was probably only lasted about an hour or so before it all died off.
Before we just stung everything on the whole log?
Yeah, literally. I think I pulled 5 or 6 fish out of that. Bale's got his first 4, and then he pulled me up the front of the boat, said, come on, get into them, let's go, which was really good.
Nice.
Lost a few lures to some timber in there, but just picked up the next rod and just kept casting, which was crazy.
Now, you had great limits on both days. Tell us about your day 2. What did you do today?
Yeah, so with Berkey today, another local, which was quite handy. So we ran down to the sugar mill down there with the bubbling water. So we threw basically anything into that bubbling water. I picked up my first one, which is 37.5 on a TN, rigged with a single hook. It absolutely engulfed it, which was really good. Then we worked our way back up to some edges. We threw some frogs, had a few blow-ups on it. Didn't get them. Berkey got one on a frog, then moved through to the reef there, throwing big cranks, and just sort of kept rolling over the bottom.
That's what you've got here. This looks like a Storm Arashi crankbait. That's something I haven't seen people using for a while. They may be discontinued now.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from. I was just in the tackle box and I was looking for something to get down deep and tied it on. 5th cast at 38 in the boat. Then 10 minutes later, had another one in the boat. And half an hour after that, had another one in the boat with an upgrade.
And after that, Berkey's trying to steal the lure off you, or what?
Yeah, he was digging through his tackle box for something similar colour and size. I sort of sat down and gave him a bit of a crack at the fish and stuff from there and see if he could fill his bag. He pulled me back up pretty quick and said, get back into it, let's keep going. So that was the end of the day for our fish. So
you can tell you're a Dane protege because that's a Switch Freak ultralight there, which is Dane's favourite jig rod there. You're on the same mould, aren't you?
Yeah, 100%. He lent me one first time I went fishing with him, and it was sort of one of those, I'm just going with this. It works for him, so it'll work for me.
Paired up with a 7.1 to 1 Tatula 100 SH you've got there. What Braden leader combo have you got?
Got the Daiwa J-Braid Grand that's on that, 15 pound. I think that's got 12 pound leader on it. I'm not sure which one it is.
That's awesome. Crankbaiting, catching them on TNs, catching them on top orders, catching them on everything you throw in. Richmond River turned it on this weekend for you.
Yeah, it's pretty quickly jumped to one of my most liked fishing venues. So yeah, had a ball. It was really, really cool.
A lot of the talk before the tournament was that Richmond's going to be tough, the water's going to be dirty. Were you a bit scared coming up here?
Yeah, I was. Didn't have the best round there at Clarence, so I only caught the one fish over the 2 days.
Yep.
to go out with bails and have 5 or 6 in there in the first 20 minutes or 30 minutes of the day was sort of like I can go home happy now.
That's right.
So no, it was really good.
Instant qualification to the grand final on Lake St Clair. One of Dane's won an event on St Clair there, the grand final actually. He's going to have to give you some good offer for that joint, or do you fish it a fair bit anyway?
Yeah, it's the local dam, so it's only an hour and a half from our place, so I guess I'll be ducking up there a bit more frequently coming into the grand final and try and work out what they're doing.
Well, there you go. The non-boaters at the grand final win an ultimate tackle pack, which is about $4,000 worth of tackle, 13 fishing rods and reels, but tackle selections from all of our sponsors. Guaranteed if you win that, all your mates will be sponging lures off you, and not just the older Rushy that you can't find anymore. Anyone else you want to thank, Chris?
The boys at Hot Tackle always look after me there. Dobbo from Vex as well. Obviously the wife and kids at home for letting me out to play with the boys and have some fun.
Well, you got a trophy, you got a bit, and you got a bit of atomic cash to take home to us. So, do you disclose the $500 cash or not? What happens?
Yeah, that may go into the Oz Open yet. We'll have to see how we go.
Reinvesting in the industry. I like it. Congratulations to our latest non-boater champion on the 13 Fishing Bass Pro Series.